And today we have already 2 whole cards under consideration. At the first one, we learn a lot of interesting wired wheels. Yes, this is the simplest mechanism, but it is very interesting. And really people are finding new chips along with this mechanism. But there will be a surprise on the second map, so we look until the very end. But before you start watching, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it, write a comment, and also just be sure to click on the bell so as not to miss the daily videos. But we're getting started. It means that he appeared somewhere on such a balcony. There is an abyss, and here is a passage. Are you wearing glasses? I dressed it like this, but I have glasses on. Okay, the card is from Startup 252. So we go through these glasses racks, and look at what we have here once, and here we have 2. In short, as I understand it, various mechanics with water wheels are shown here in our rooms. In fact, if it seems to you that you know everything about water wheels at all, then most likely it is not so, because today, it seems to me that you will be surprised. So, well, the first room. Here we have a little book. Let's finish it. The wheels can be powered using bubbles that are obtained from magma and sand showers. Look, here we have a wheel that produces 96. Here, there are also 96 and it is powered by. That is, look, we have water located here, which is generally a block, does not flow in any way, but in fact, the wheel turns. And all why? Because here we have magma, as you know, it sucks us in, that is, it pulls water, creates a flow of water, so to speak, and pulls down. And here we have, as it were, look at the opposite sand shower, which in the other direction is just the same to push it all out, I don't know, water. In short, make the flow up. At the same time, you don't know what is interesting to check. It really seems very important to me. And now I'll even take a barrier. I'll also take a sand shower. And you know what I'll do? I want to check the direction. Here we have, as you know, the direction of these water wheels. There are exactly these blades here. If you pour water like this, then it will be better efficiency than like this. So now we're going to check something. If we put a block of water in the center here now, let's do it now. So we will also pour the sand shower, or rather we will put the sand shower, then we take the water here. Here we pour it, and I understand it will be activated now, right? Push, there are bubbles there. Well, there are bubbles there, but here I'm just going to make it so that nothing works for us. That's it, now we're checking. 96 here, 128 here. In other words, look what we have here now. Even with bubbles, we have such a thing as a water flow working, and even vertical. That is, here we have a vertical flow of water being created. Here it creates its own force, so to speak. And here we have a left-hand water wheel that turns better than the right one, because the right one you see here, well, in short, it turns not along the ceiling, so to speak, not along its axis of torsion. You need the opposite. In general, it's like that. If we put a magnum on the bottom now, I guess that's how I understand it. Let's replace it. Come on, everything should change exactly the opposite. Well, here 128, and here 96. Yes, everything is changing, and in short it's real. You estimate everything works so accurately. We can go further. So the second one, what do we have here? Wheels don't care where the water is spilled. The only thing that affects the amount of energy given, a which is called, is if there is running water on the wheel block. If the water is diagonally to the wheel, then it does not affect anything. In short, we look, here we now have, as I understand it, 10 times flowing water, and also 2 flowing water. It doesn't affect us. What's in this, and this? Here, we only have 4 sides of the wheel, and here it is now producing 192. Here it is also producing 192. But look, here we have, as it were, more flowing water. It flows here, it flows here, it flows here, and it flows here. But, at the same time, it is also produced with everything, because it is important that it flows only from 4 sides. That is, here, 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 and here. Great, let's move on to the next one. Here we have the third one. As it turned out, I was in shock. The speed and the number of its wheels are affected by the location of the wheel blades. If the blades are in position according to the movement of water, then the speed and h are less, if against, then more. Yes, just like we checked it out here right now. That's what it turns out. Here we have the blades pointing there now. The water flows like this, and here it's 96, and here it flows like this, that is, right in the direction of the blades, and here it's 128. That is, how much is about 125 more or something about 133. So here we have the next fourth. Based on the data obtained, the most efficient reactor was made in the premises of 1-3. Most likely, the reactor is written on a wheel, in an upright position. His and H are equal to 320, as well as the one lying down. That is, how can we remember? And if I'm not mistaken, just the same GST showed the most effective way. I do not know the power supply, but these are the wheels, namely horizontal. And now, this subscriber has just made the most effective vertical power supply. Moreover, it is equal horizontally, because as you know, we did not know before how to make it shorter here, so that there was flowing water on four sides. It could only be made horizontal. But now we know, thanks to our subscriber, that with the help of, let's say, sand showers, or on the contrary, magma, it is possible to make a flow of water, which will also involve the fourth side. That is, here we still have water like this. There is also a block of water here, but we made it a stream with the help of shower sand, which blows up there like this, flows, I do not know what to call it. In short, it directs there into the water. And so here, we also have 320 yen produced, which is very cool. So let's move on. Fifth, just interesting information that this is also possible, although extremely inefficient. I understand that here, we have just blocks of water, probably spinning here at a speed of 96 yen. In short, very little, and really inefficient to do so. Although it is possible that he just has water spilled from above, probably it is. Yes, just from above, in short, he spilled water, and as you look at the flow here, the whole thing is resistance. And most likely, just because of this resistance, there is something mathematics adds it all up there subtracts. And in general, because here we still have a stronger side, and, as it were, with the flow, that's why everything comes out. But the question is, if we stop all this here, and pour water here, will we have something to work out here? Most likely there will be, but there will be even less in general. No the way, nothing changes at all. Interesting. All right, let's move on to the last one. 666. And where are all the other 600 and something? All right, so here we had a book, but I honestly do not know where it went. I think she just disappeared somehow or something. Let's look at what we have here in general. So in my opinion, I checked something here by the way, and we need to do this. We need to do it so that we have an active one here now. But this one is like this. Everyone did it. We returned everything back. You will understand everything why I did it now. In short, look, as far as I understand here, the subscriber wanted to transfer such information about the fact that these water wheels can also be installed in, let's say, moving ones because of the base, based on, let's say, gas mechanisms. However, you need to make such a thing so that, look, now we have a water wheel running here. There is water. But as you know, water does not move with the structure. Here we have it so that we press, look at the lever. Here we have this whole thing cleaned up. The water is sucked into the distributor. As a result, it is stored in the distributor. And then when we have this whole thing finally moves forward, we have it spilled back, and everything works again. We press the lever again. Look, the water is being removed, and now this structure is being sucked back, so to speak, and all the water is spilling over again. It's really cool, and it really seems to me that now it's possible to make bases based on this with moving like this. This is a very important mechanism, but the truth could be done on magma with fans, but still, who wants a water wheel can now be powered from it even. So, what do we have here? Here we have a door. Thank you for your attention and like, subscribe, bell. Great, yes, be sure to like, subscribe, and click on the bell. But we move on. Well, here we are on another map, and here we will have a look like this elevator. And this is the simplest elevator. The subscriber told me that I would never break it again. Let's read a little book here. By the way, I really like this is not a reflection, but a shadow created by this design. Look. Here we have a full shadow, but here it's such a penumbra. It looks really cool. Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf. I am 24 years old. This is the most compact and fastest elevator I could think of. If someone manages to make it easier, I will be glad. Plus, this elevator is fast. A minimum of costs, but the mechanism can be replaced with belts in bulk, but it seems to me so much more beautiful. It cannot be broken, because there is nothing to break. Cons, you need to figure out where to cram the logic circuit. Well, listen, the logical scheme actually needs to be crammed into other elevators, so it seems to me that if it works completely like other elevators today, it's really the simplest elevator, because look, here we have the simplest redstone schematics like this. I don't remember what it's called, well in short, and this is the very thing. I think you understand. Let's check it out. In short, here we go and click here. Let's say this is the second floor. Yes, look at the second floor, and it moves to it very quickly. Listen, what's the speed there? Well, let's check it out altogether. By the way, there are no shafts here, but such a thing is worth it, and only that. In fact, that's what's on top of it. It's just the sequencers themselves. So, 256th. Listen up. Look, this is really cool. And if we want to call here, of course, it will arrive quickly. Yes, it's true without doors, but it really will fix everything. So let's go for the first one. We both arrive quickly. Only here now we're going to have a fourth, right? No, it will be the sixth. And here we are on the sixth floor. Look, we're even bouncing. Very cool done. Take a look. Oops. And that's it. We are already on the first floor now. I did it very quickly. And here, we have again very simple schemes. We'll try to call now. Something is probably changing there. I honestly don't know how it works, but I saw something flash there. Although, are there any readers here at all? Yes, there is. Look at these readers here, just the same, which show what is on a certain floor. I don't know by the way, but it's done there on sequencers, so there are no problems with its range, I don't know, somehow shorter. So that it somehow gets up crookedly on these floors here, because it's made on sequencers. That in general it's just as unkillable as possible. Really look, I'm poking now, I can't do anything at all. I do not know. Now let's push all the buttons somehow. It really just moves back and forth, and I can't break it at all. Really very cool. Look, I'm very glad that I can't break this mechanism, because this is a real achievement. Well, there was a potato with you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, put likes, write comments, and also just be sure to click on the bell so as not to miss new daily videos. Also,